Once upon a time, there was a very intelligent and far-sighted king. He understood that a country becomes strong not only through its army or wealth, but through the courage, hard work, and determination of its people. So one day, he came up with a brilliant idea to teach his sons a special lesson. In the morning, he called his soldiers and said, "Place a huge stone right in the middle of the road. I want to see how people deal with it." The soldiers followed the king's order and placed a big rock in the middle of the road. Then the king went up a tall tower with his sons to watch everything clearly. First came some of the king's wealthy courtiers. Riding in their chariots, surrounded by servants, they were passing with great pomp. But when they reached the big rock, their chariot stopped. They shouted angrily, "What kind of king is this? He cannot even keep the road clean." They cursed and complained, but not one of them tried to move the rock. Annoyed, they turned back and took another way. After a while, some farmers came along. Tired from working all day, they stopped when they saw the rock. Looking at one another, they said, "This must be a sign from God. Maybe He is testing us." They prayed for a moment and continued on their way with a smile. They left the rock exactly where it was. Next came a brave warrior, the king's most loyal knight. Honest and responsible, he saw the rock and thought, "This could be dangerous." Without delay, he rushed off to inform the king, but he never once tried to move the rock himself. And so it went. One by one people came. Some cursed, some prayed, some left the responsibility to someone else. Slowly, the sun set in the western sky. Evening arrived. Just then, a simple farmer came along. He was exhausted after working in the fields all day. His body was drenched in sweat. He carried a heavy load on his back. Seeing the rock, he stopped and took a deep breath. He thought, "If I don't move this, many people will suffer tomorrow." The king cannot always keep watch. We also have responsibilities. He set his heavy load down by the roadside. Using both hands, he began pushing the rock. His body was soaked in sweat. His breath grew heavy. His muscles trembled. Still, he did not give up. Finally, with all his strength, he moved the rock out of the road. At that moment, he noticed something under the rock, a leather pouch filled with shining gold coins. The farmer was astonished. He looked around in disbelief. Just then, the king came down from the tower with his sons. Standing before the farmer, the king smiled and said, "These gold coins belong to you. You are the only one who understood your responsibility and tried to remove this obstacle. This is the lesson I wanted to teach my sons." He turned to his sons and said, "Remember, obstacles do not come to block our way. They build the real path of our life. When we overcome obstacles, we become stronger. We move forward and we earn true respect." The sons stood silently, understanding the lesson deeply. A lesson no book could ever teach. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and comment. Your one comment encourages me to create even better stories. Thank you everyone for all the love. See you again with a new story.